So, how do we actually enable buyers with a buying experience that they want? The first thing being champion alignment. Over 90% of B2B buying happens when sales reps are not in the room, which means that deals are won or lost when champions pitch your product to their own team in their own words. So it's absolutely critical to align and enable your champion to win those internal narratives for you. Arm the champion with everything that they need to do this and battle gatekeepers. So you can do this in two ways, right? The first is make sure you sell with your buyer and not at your buyer. What do I mean by this? Build content from your buyer's words and not generic marketing speak. So if you're done with a demo and you're sending a follow up email or a collateral, make sure that you build content from your buyer's words. A very simple but kind of manual way to do this right now is use an AI note taker, make a transcription, and then use that transcription to make sales collateral. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how Kale does this better. Kale's AI copilot transcribes your sales calls, extracts relevant information, and then creates personalized sales collateral based on your buyer's words. So I think that's a really nicer way to do things. And because of that, you are immediately tapping the internal narrative buying teams use, and that really helps you accelerate deal velocity. The second being align your product with your buyer's problems. And we kind of covered this earlier, but essentially, if you're going to be using case studies, use relevant ones, right? The champion would have spoken about this in your discovery call. If you're going to use one pagers, use ones that are aligned to features that would make most sense for this buyer. Okay. Use a DSR or a collaborative workspace solution. For folks who don't know what a DSR is, it's a digital sales room. Think of it as a collaborative microsite that is populated with all of your content and collateral in one place, right? All of your demos, your call recordings, your case studies. You can even add a personalized video if you like. And using a DSR actually helps you solve a whole bunch of these problems. First, being alignment made visible. They are a great way to align all your stakeholders in one place. It also helps you give them a rich, branded, personalized experience that makes you stand out from your competitors. You can reduce buyer friction because having a central location enables buyers easy access to all of your collateral in a self-serve manner without them having to go on a crazy scavenger hunt across multiple G Drive folders. Visibility and clarity enable better collaboration with mutual action plans or success plans to give buyers confidence and visibility. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in the slides ahead. And by doing all of this, you can definitely shorten your sales cycles and get to closing faster. Another really cool thing is you can kind of ditch all of those messy email attachments, right? It's like super easy and fast to share all of your collaterals on a DSR rather than on an email with multiple messy links, as you can see here. DSRs also actually have a 3x better open rate than regular emails with links and attachments on it. So, aligning all stakeholders, right? Selling should not be a one way process, but too many deals are lost because prospects can't find the information they want when they want it, and sales teams don't even know that they're looking for it. By centralizing all collateral and communication in one hub, digital sales rooms make it really easy for all stakeholders to access content when they want it in a safe and secure way. Give buyers a rich personalized buying experience. That's what they want, right? So you can go ahead and set yourself apart from your competitors who are still making them use and view boring docs and PDFs. You can also save templates so it isn't like a slow manual process. Again, this is a sweet spot for Kale, and it's one of those things that Kale does really, really well. All of these templates that you see here were generated using the Kale Copilot almost instantly. Use a mutual action plan or a next steps framework, right? A mutual action plan is basically a summarized version of goals and objectives of the evaluation or the product offering. They are a very effective way of keeping your deals on track and holding buyers accountable. They also kind of give your buyers comfort and confidence about your company and your solution. If you're already using a mutual action plan framework, that's great. You're ahead of 78% of sales orgs out there. But while legacy mutual action plans are great, today most of them are sent via email as a Word doc or a PDF or a manual spreadsheet, and those formats are super stagnant and they get looked at once during the beginning of the sales cycle and they're never kind of looked at again. Using a map framework within a DSR to hold your buyers accountable for reaching a common end goal makes them feel as if you're working together as a team to kind of get something done rather than chasing them for next steps over an email. 60% of quotes end without a decision, right? That's a lot of lost revenue, and mutual action plans are a great way to claim that back. Align your mutual action plan with your sales process so you always know how far you are from closing deals, and you can also get a better understanding of bottlenecks as well. um, Tracking buyer engagement, understanding buying behavior, and harnessing this in your sales process is definitely a game changer. So, current scenario, revenue or ACV values are the bottom line or the yardstick that teams and revenue leaders are using to kind of measure what's working and what's not. But how do you actually know what's working and what's not? Right down to the granular level of every deal and every stakeholder in that deal. I think CRM notes again are very one dimensional and don't really give you a clear picture. But by tracking buyer engagement across all of your stakeholders in real time, you can make sure that all your buyers are engaged and nudge them if they are not. It's also a great way to kind of figure out what collateral is working, which of it is least engaging and most engaging, so that you can improve on what's working and do more of what is working and improve what's not working. Um, yeah, lastly, I think it's a great way to disqualify leads that you know are not going to convert. Sellers get to know which deals will close and kind of filter out the ones that don't have closing potential.